Hey everybody, how are you? I'm Mary Bicknell. I am the creator of the Big Bold Life and Biz Plan, Empire Building 101, the Regret Proof Life, and I am a success coach for women who frankly want to have more emotional time and financial freedom. So if that's you, put that like somewhere, wherever you're watching this, in the replay, YouTube, Facebook, world, wherever you're seeing this. I always comment. I will get back to you. Like, what do you want out of your life? Do you want more free time? Do you want more emotional freedom from your chaotic, over-worrying, overthinking imposter syndrome? Do you want to have more money so that you can finally go on vacation, buy the house that you want, the purse that you want, write a check to whomever you want? What is it that is calling you? I want to tell you, it's all available for you. It's all available for you. I'm sorry, you know what? I hear this fan right here. I'm going to pop up, turn this off. Since I don't have a mic on, I typically have a mic on. See, this is live. This is what happens when you're live. There you go. Now I can hear myself, so I'm not screaming at you. You know, I want you to know that everything that you really want and you're seeking is available to you. Why do I know that? I'm no different than you are. I'm no different. The thing that I did that you may not have done yet, or you may be just in the process of doing it, is making a decision to be all in. Today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing with you the top 7 fails that led me to a business that is reaching 7 figures this year. Yeah, but you know what? It's not the money as much as it is the free time. So, you know, I've gotten my business to the point where I have so many things automated that I can really work around 27 hours-ish a week. I coach 3 weeks out of the month. And I get to work with the most incredible women in the world. It's so amazing, and I'm so honored and humbled, and I know some of you are watching. Hi. You can have this too. So today my goal is to truly share with you the things I wish I would have done differently. The thing to remove the veil of, you know, the BS. Let me check, make sure everything's working, because I'm over here and I'm seeing myself stuck. The BS that's happening, where it just looks like everybody's making billions of dollars. That's just not reality, you guys. It's just not the truth. It's just not the truth. Everybody's not out there doing so much more than you are. What I want to tell you is consistency is the key, and having courage is the key. And in my mastermind, I say consistency and courage equal cash. It's the truth. Where I look at the fails that I've had in my business, other people might look at them as their signs from Jesus to quit. I never look at my business that way, ever. Now, saying that, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not like I love every single thing in the business, right? Looking over at like what's on the floor over there. It's not like I love everything that I do in my business. I mean, it's a business. There's things that are not like my favorite things to do. This is the thing. I'm married to the outcome. I'm committed to the result. The things that I do that market or learn new technology or whatever, trial and error, i.e. fail, leads me to the thing that I say that I want, which is more free time, make more money, and feel like a fucking rock star, feel really strong and confident and powerful and capable and like I'm doing the work I'm supposed to be doing, and having clients have results that affirm that, like, oh, I do know what I'm doing, even though I know what I'm doing. But when they're getting results and they're shifting their mindset and they're creating their own amazing lives and they're selling to their own clients and having joy of working with their own clients, like, it's a ripple effect for me. So the days that it's more challenging than others, I'm willing to do it openly, like with joy, because the result that I want is what I want. Make sense? Who loves that idea? To be able to love your business enough where you get to really truly do whatever the hell you want to do and enjoy the work in the process. Like, what would you be doing if you could do it full time and love it? Put a comment below. I want to look, and I'm going to be switching back and forth a little bit. And also while you're at it, if you have a question, put the question in the comments. If I don't see it right this moment while we're chatting today, I will make sure that I 100% make sure that I see it, right? That I see it, and then I will answer it for you. I'm trying to pop over to my other Facebook group. Huh? All right, so let's get started. Let me get my glasses on. So, you know, I said a lot of my business is automated. Why is that so relevant and important? Is because, you know what, I don't want to work all the damn time. My goal is to have off as much time as I choose to take off. And when you build a business that allows for a lot of automation, why that's amazing is because then you can be a good planner and plan your marketing. So I'm going to say something that most people never share. And actually, I talked with one of my clients about this the other day. And I've said this before. So first of all, who do I work with? I work with women who are ready to make more money, who want more free time, and who want to feel great about themselves. They want more confidence. They want to overcome their overthinking, over procrastinating, perfectionistic BS. I'm stuck. I'm struggling. I don't know. All that's a lie you're telling yourself. That's a lie. Women who are service-based business owners. Whether you're a therapist or a consultant or a coach, or you are a physical therapist or a massage therapist or a yoga instructor, like all of these, you know, whether you're a financial consultant, like you are the face of your business. That's who I love to work with. You are the face of your business and you provide a service. You are doing something that is your zone of genius. You are helping people transform their lives in some way or another based on the wealth of knowledge that you have and the experience that you have. That's exciting. Knowledge-based businesses make a shit ton of money. So if you know a lot, even though you're like, I don't know if I know enough. Yes, you do. You know enough. I promise you, I can guarantee you know enough right now, my friends, to be able to make the kind of money that you want to online. You just don't necessarily have all the tools and all the skills, or you don't have the dedication to follow through. So my business is 100% online, 100%. All of my clients are from online. Now, I used to speak. So if you've never seen me before, again, I'm Mary Bicknell. I'm a clinical social worker. I only keep my clinical license to because I know some of you are like, does she even know what she's talking about? Yeah, I got a couple of degrees in my license, my clinical license. So I know how to follow through. I know how to make a commitment. I've proven that by all my degrees and my license. Right? For those of you who that means something to. For plenty of people in the world, they're creating big, huge consulting and coaching businesses without all the letters behind their names, but that's another day. So just so you know what I'm talking about as far as knowing how to build a business, let me share with you some of the ways I built my business. Ready? So some of my offerings have been Empire Building 101, which by the way is a 6-week program right now where that's the only time you get a lot of hands-on with me besides my mastermind. I have self-study courses. I've done a one-on-one. I've done live coaching programs. I've done little $19 tripwires. I'm launching a membership group. Here's some other things that I've done. I've done social media. I teach people social media. I've done talks. I've been a speaker all over the country. I've done webinars, challenges, masterclasses, workshops, Facebook ads. I do high-touch relationship marketing method, which is something I teach my clients to do. I have a Facebook group that I monetize, and if you're in it watching right now, hi. Look, if you're here because you're ready to, work the kind of hours that you want to that give you all the free time, welcome. And if you're here because you really are just tired of cranking out hours and hours and hours and really not getting paid for the value of transformation that you're offering people, welcome. And if you're someone who's here who like you are at a point in your life, my friend, you're at a point in your life where you're like, there is more to me than I'm showing up to be. There's more inside of me. There's a pull, there's a call, there's a giant within wanting, screaming, begging to come out. I get it. I totally get it. You're in the right spot. So, you know, I'm going to give you a little tough love today because I don't want you to waste any more of your precious, precious time screwing around with a bunch of, you know, not knowing how to do things. The problem is no one's telling you behind the scenes. The problem is you're seeing things online and then you're comparing yourself to other people and you're thinking, oh my God, look at her. She's prettier. She's younger. She's thinner. She's older. She's wiser. She's married. She's not married. She has kids. She doesn't have kids. She's black. She's white. She's yellow. She's red. Oh my God. The amount of you, the amount of time you spend comparing yourself, if you would have just like stayed in your own lane and valued your own wealth of knowledge, you would be so far ahead. And it's just, it's easy to do because somebody can pay for a Facebook ad and put it right in your face and it will look like they have everything together. And maybe they do, but most of the time you don't see all the behind the scenes. You don't see it, right? We can all put together a perfect, polished Facebook ad and throw thousands and thousands of dollars on it, but that doesn't mean that they're converting. That doesn't mean anything. You have to just love the fact that you know stuff that other people don't. That's what's going to help you make money. There's a myth also out in this online space that, you know, passive income is passive. That really time freedom, financial freedom, emotional freedom is free. It's not. I want you to have all the time freedom you want. I want you to have that, but it costs you. You know what it costs you? It costs you doing the work, changing how you think about things, getting over your own fear and learning the skills. You know, there's this dilemma that I have about saying like, you're enough like you are, friend. Like on one level, you are enough as you are to help people, except you're maybe not enough to actually know how to do that. So the other day I was talking to a client and talking to her about marketing. I want you to know that 80% of your business is marketing. 20% goes to client services. Now I know some of you out there are like, you can't hardly take that in because you're like, holy crap, Mary, I have like 20 clients. I have 30 clients. I'm working 50 hours a week doing client services. You're probably doing it all wrong. You could be making more money. You could be leveraging your time more effectively. You just don't know how. There is another way. You just haven't been taught. So let me tell you a couple right off the bat. Here's my little list. Okay. So here's 7 fails. Ready? Number 1. One of the biggest thing that I failed at miserably in the beginning was I didn't use my real voice. Right? I didn't use my real voice. I showed up like the good girl, like Miss Perfectionistic, Miss like I've got to say it just right, Miss can't say fuck, Miss and not just I'm being gratuitous like rah, rah, rah. It's I'm catching your attention. I'm getting your attention. I'm stopping the scroll that you have. Scrolling. You want to snap you out of your days of, you know, looking, searching, hunting for the right thing, so it's not gratuitous cussing. It's about getting your attention so that maybe you'll listen to what I have to say. And you don't have to cuss in order to build a big business. But I mean, like, I'll cuss in my real life. So it's like, if I occasionally say something, then that's just part of who I am. I do not any longer have the veil of a therapist on. So I was a behavioral trainer for more than 25 different nursing homes all across Baltimore. I worked at Johns Hopkins. I had a private practice. Like, I did home health. I did psych health. I worked in the inner city of Baltimore. Like, I have done everything in the field of social work all of the time. Never once was my real self with anybody, my coworkers, or, I didn't manage care. Or my clients, my patients. And when I started my online business, it was a challenge, like, or even my speaking business, right? In other words, my Mary Big, no, it's me, it's all on me business. One of the biggest fails in the beginning was I didn't actually allow myself to speak my truth, speak my mind, show up like I do with people in my personal life. So here we are, you're watching me, maybe some of you I'm a total stranger to, but like if you were sitting here in my office, which is in my beautiful, amazing home, I'd be just like this. This is how I am. It took a lot for me to allow myself just to be me. Like I could start bawling my eyes out about that. Like just having my business to get to that point where I respect my own words, I value my own wisdom, I own my own worth, I claim my value. Like, God, that is worth more than the 7-figure business. That is worth everything. And what I didn't do in the beginning, my first fail, was I didn't show up like my real self. So with my clients, I like to tell them, like, what would you tell your best friend? So take a Post-it and put it right up on the camera and pretend you're talking to your best friend. Pretend you're talking to somebody who'd be sitting in your house barefoot having a cup of coffee. I'm barefoot and I'm having a little bit of cold brew, which I probably shouldn't have at 5 o'clock at night, but it's so good. What would your real voice sound like? Number 2, I didn't own my value and claim my worth. What does that even mean? Own your value. What the problem is, most women never acknowledge their successes. They never acknowledge they know enough to help other people. The value of the transformation that they could offer. You only need to be a few paces ahead of your ideal client. Most of you who are service-based providers and want to be a consultant or a coach or something, you're doing that because you've learned a process of transformation, maybe because you've walked through it or you've helped somebody else walk through it, and yet you still poo-poo it. You still minimize it. It's still not enough. I could do it better. It's not really if I got one more certification, if I knew this. You're looking for all of this external validation. And that is a trap. It's a trap when you're seeking other people's approval. Now, I'm not talking about my clients asking me for my feedback. That's different. This is about you asking like other people that have no freaking idea what it would be like to build an online business, what coaching is, or consulting, or quitting your job, or not being a therapist, or transitioning and wanting to build a digital product or build an online group. Like, you're asking people that have no freaking idea about that. You're asking your husband or your mom or your girlfriend or your sister. They don't know. And what happens is you're trying to seek external validation to have them say, yes, Sally Jane, you should definitely do that. People don't do that, you guys. And you know that. It's not that they're deliberately peeing on your parade. It's because they don't know. They don't know. And so they're in protection mode. Like, I don't know. Should you quit your job? I don't know. Should you give up your license? I don't know. Should you quit your private practice? I don't know. Should you take this online? I don't know. Do you know how to do? Like, they don't know. Stop asking other people. Own your own value. And let me tell you, more initials behind your name, especially in the online space, means nothing. It means nothing. Not a single one of you have ever asked me, where'd you get your master's degree? Which, by the way, was the University of Oklahoma. 1 year, I was a Carl Albert Fellow. So what that means is half the year. So I got into a 1-year graduate program. Half the year, for my practicum, I was paid as a fellow. It's kind of cool. Like, I worked, got paid to go to college and have a job. It was like, anyhow, side note. You get a PhD, you think you're going to spend $100,000 on a PhD, and you're going to that return on investment is not there. I promise. So own your value. Right now, I want to give you the challenge to write down 10 successes that you've had just in the last week or two. Now I know that you're like, I don't know. Personal or professional, big or small, you should have a running list at how badass you are, right? Number 3, I didn't work on my abundance mindset to manifest things in my life. Look, I manifested everything that I have. And so my company name is See the Sign. So yeah, I have a little woo-woo behind me. In other words, whether you want to call it universal law or cognitive behavior or manifest or create or birth, or like, I don't care what you call it. I put my mind to the creation of everything I have, which is an amazing marriage. I'm a wonderful, incredible mother to a beautiful 13-year-old. I own a couple homes. I have what I want in my life. I'm safe, I'm secure. And it took work.
Motion detected.
Sorry about that. It took work on my mindset around abundance and allowing myself to receive. I failed at, one of my failures was not doing it consistently, not having a daily practice of staying in abundance, to seek abundance, to be receiving abundance, to ask my brain, where can I look for abundance? What opportunities are out there? How can I make more money? What could be a good offer to make? Where's my ideal client? What can I say to her? I am open to receive money. I am available to receive money. I am available to receive more free time. Where can I have more free time? Time is money. Money is life. Life is that, time. It's like all the same. I didn't work on that. I have a very specific process for manifesting. That will be coming out soon. I'm going to teach a class on that. How I manifested my husband, everything. How I set my mind to it. Like, I have such confidence that I literally can, if I had started at 0, that the knowing about how much abundance I can manifest, or I can pull, or I can allow, or I can draw into my life just by opening my mouth, that's what I want for you. That's what I'm teaching my 13-year-old. I want her to know how to make money herself and never rely on another human being, only herself. Like that's unshakable confidence. That is like being so available to all the abundance that the world has to give you. Number 4, I didn't get help right away. Oh my God, you guys. Look, if you are just like searching for all the free shit out there, like get off this video right now. Get out of my free Facebook group. Like, stop being in my community, because it's not going to really serve you. Like, I give you lots, and there have been people and they've gone through all my free stuff. But when you are in that like chaotic, oh my God, what's free? What's out there? What webinar? What should I do? Should I do Facebook ads? Should I do speaking gigs? Should I do live talks? Should I do a membership site? Should I do a free Facebook group? Should I do a webinar? Should I do a masterclass? Should I do this? Should I what's the offer? Should I do a digital program? Should I do a download? God damn, it's exhausting. And you wonder why you have self-doubt, huh? When I hired my very first coach, I sweated through my shirt, and I am not like a big sweater. And it was because, this is why, it was beyond the point of like I knew I needed help. I'm a therapist by training, right? So I know people need help. For me personally, asking for help historically, always, like, there was always going to be a backhand to that. There was always going to be like a string attached. There was always going to be like a kick in the ass. There was always going to be a punch in the teeth. Like, something bad always would happen if I asked for help. So I never asked for help. That sounds so much like PTSD, doesn't it? All of a sudden, I'm like, all the trauma of my childhood. When you're not asking for help, you just are regurgitating your victimhood. You're like, I don't really need help. I don't know. And if you're in the place where I don't want to hire somebody, you're being a fool. You're being a fool. I'm going to say it. This is hard love today. Like, you're a fool. If you're not hiring somebody who has a system that you can implement, or hire somebody to help you get your head on straight, you're wasting time. To me, that's being a fool. If you're wasting time in frenetic searching and you're not just like all in, follow a system, move on. Like, You're wasting time. It's foolish. It's ridiculous. You're being a squirrel. And then all that does is perpetuate your fear, your self-doubt. I can't do it. I never follow through. You abandon yourself and you kill the trust that you have. That's the truth. I don't think I've ever really said it like this before. I'm going to tell you. But I'm so committed to you creating your own regret-proof life. You regret, and I know this because I've talked to hundreds of you over the last 7 years. You regret waiting to hire somebody, whether it's me or somebody else. You regret it. You're like, shit, I wish I would have done this sooner. Oh my God, I wish I would have increased my rate. I don't know how many clients who I'm like, increase your rate, increase your rate, increase your rate. And then they do. And then they're like, God, I wish I would have done that sooner. I'm like, it's okay. We all have timing. We all have our mindset about abundance. But the longer you wait, like, what are you waiting for? Sign up for a program, hire somebody, get some help. The longer you wait, it's called opportunity cost. So the longer you wait, not only is it that you become more stressed, but you miss out on opportunities that you wouldn't even know about because you don't even know what you don't even know. So there's all these opportunities to make money. Let me tell you, there is no reason, I've always said this, and this never will change. There is zero reason every single person, every single woman that I work with, they all make over 6 figures. Like, it's, of course they do. When you follow through, of course, there's just like zero question about that. There's no reason every single one of you can't have the lifestyle that you want. But you have to get help. You have to get help. Whether it's life coaching to get your head thinking straight or get somebody to help you with the business system. So I didn't ask right away. And what it did is it made me frustrated because I was just like, I should know how to do this. Why did I think I should know how to create a business? I didn't learn that in grad school. No one taught me that. Why would I think I should know how? And then I used to think, well, if I watch this woman and this woman and this woman, and I watch this YouTube video and I do this and I'll learn how. I did, in a sense, of course. And yet, if I would have just had it like all put together and then just followed it over and over again, like everything that I teach, if you just followed it over and over and over again, it's going to work. Period. Here's a number 6. I didn't have a great schedule. I have to tell you, I would hustle, be in this, I call it finder, minder, grinder mode. Finding the clients, mind the business, grind it out. And I was in until I really did more work on my money mindset and my allowing abundance. And then not just then allowing it, but to settle with it, to be in peace with it. For me, like crazy busy and hustling is safety. Recently, this is like so transparent. Like recently I read something like people who are very busy are, they're high functioning PTSD people. And I'm like, oh God, that's another conversation for another day. But my point is, I wouldn't set my schedule. So here's a challenge for you. I want you to write down, literally print out a calendar, print it out, be old school, print one out, and write in there each day, what would your ideal perfect day look like? What would your perfect week look like? Take a minute, like literally think about this, because I know most of you never do this. You're just like hustling, doing, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And you never build in like free time, reading a book, going for a walk. Maybe you have that, like you say, oh, Friday afternoon, I'll do that. But then something comes up and you fail to keep your promise to yourself. So I used to work. Now, granted, look, I'm telling you, building a business, like there's times like, yeah, you're working a lot, like a lot. Now I don't work so much. And it's not because I love my business, so work is really, not work. That's bullshit. true, I have fun with my business. So it's a creative outlet. So I could just work, work, work. I don't though. I consciously make sure that like I never, let me not say never. I rarely ever post anything on Saturday. So if you see stuff posted on Saturday, it's all automated because I'm a time saver. But I don't respond to people on the weekend. I don't respond to emails or social or anything. I used to because I thought, oh my God, they've paid me. I need to make sure that I give them information that I'm there. No, I'm living my life, leading by example that it's okay not to work all the time. It's okay. It'll all be good. In fact, the more space you have for downtime, the more breathing room you have, the more in love and have fun with your business you will have, and you will create opportunities for thinking and your genius to come up. One of my clients, actually two of my clients, a CEO and a COO, I give them like, you need to build into your calendar think time. And they're like, well, what do I do? I'm like, you think. Like you really, like literally you sit there and you give yourself an hour and you think about like, what if I could do whatever I wanted in the business? What if the staffing was just right? What if I could find the perfect client? What if I could have smoother systems? What if we could charge more money? Brain, help me think of other revenue streams. So I gave them these list of questions to really start thinking about. Oh my God, they love it now because their systems are tighter. They've made more money. They have literally tighter systems. They are working less. They're delegating. I love to teach automate, eliminate, and delegate. I want to encourage you to write out your perfect schedule, live by it, and build in some thinking time. And the thinking time, if you could create your own big, bold life and biz, what would it look like? We don't ask that question very often. Number 7. Okay, here you go. Thank you for the love. And you know what? Let me pause for just a second until I give you number 7. Because I know I was on a roll. And I want to see, I see some comments here, there. Oh, there you go. Hi, everybody. Oh, here you are. Hi. How long did it take me in my coaching business before you made your first $100,000? Let me think. When I hired my coach, that was, I want to say it. Okay, I remember clearly now. So I went from my first full year, my first like 9 months of my coaching business, it was right around $41,000. Then the next year was my first full year and it was $213,000. So I guess, I don't know, maybe not quite a year it took me. Now saying that, I hired my coach and I did nothing that she said to do for 6 months. Nothing. Why? All the stuff I just said. I didn't implement right away. I didn't ask for help, right? It was like, I didn't ask for help. I didn't create a good schedule and I was afraid. I didn't own my value. So when I finally implemented what she taught me, which she was a speaking coach. So when my very first talk, I'll never forget it. It was in October years ago. And that was a $10,000 day way back then. And I want to say that was like 2014 or 2015, 2014 or something, 2015, April 2015. It was, I think it was 15 or 16. Maybe it was 16. I'll look it up. That was my first almost $70,000 month. And now I've gone on to have $100,000 months. So my very first talk was a $10,000 talk that led to well over $100,000 in new business. So how quickly do you want to do it? You know, see, this is number 7. So thank you, Jillian, for asking that question. This is about money and numbers now. Ready? So number 7 was, I should have charged more sooner. So number 7 really could be the same as number 1. Is that right? Number 2, that I didn't own my value. And how I told clients to charge more. I'm telling you right now, charge more money. Charge more money. Be willing to spend more time allowing yourself to increase your confidence, increase your systems, increase your marketing so that you can charge more money. Let me give it to you this way. One of my clients in my mastermind, she just literally posted, she had a goal for June and she sold a client and she's like, she's more than halfway to her June goal. Can you imagine only having to sell 2 new clients a month to make your goal? When you have premium or high ticket offers, I promise you, the first time you sell a $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 coaching package, that is a game changer. That's a life changer. Now, granted, first you might start with $1,500 or $2,500 or $3,500 and go to $5,000 or $1,000 a month or $1,200 a month, those kind of things. Totally. When you get to the point where you're just like, it's easier for me to market and attract someone who's going to be investing $5,000 in my 90-day program, it's just as easy if I'm doing 80% of the time I'm marketing. Why not market to an ideal client who is willing to invest in herself at a higher level? So I wish I would have charged. Let me tell you what my charge was, because I just literally looked this up the other day for here. So my very first package, now remember, I was a therapist. I remember telling my husband, John, one day people are going to pay me $300 an hour. That's when I really was thinking about the like per hour. So my very first package was, it was 5 sessions for $750. So, that's $150 an hour. But back then, 6 or 7 years ago, that was like a lot of money to me. Now, I mean, now it's a different investment level, but of course I'm more skilled also. So now some of you are like, well, I'm new. You still know enough to be able to charge a high ticket. And then as you grow and you get better and your clients have more results, then your time becomes in a sense more valuable and you increase your rates, or you can increase your rate, or you can then, that's the opportunity to leverage your time with a mastermind or a group program or a digital program and still see maybe one-to-one clients at a higher level, or take all of those higher level clients and put them into a group, or do a smaller high level program that positions people to go into a higher program. Like there's so many ways that you can actually effectively have high tickets. And let me tell you, this is not just for people who are in business coaching. So some people are like, well, you make a lot of money, Mary, because what you sell is how to make money. Actually, I think that's probably my own projection. I used to think that about people. Oh, they can do that. The truth of the matter is some of the women in my mastermind, they are not selling business. We have a $17,000 a year person in there. We have $7,000 for 6 months. Actually, she does do business. $6,000 for coaching, life coaching. So relationship coaching. One of my clients that used to do relationship coaching, $17,000, $18,000 months. One of my clients, she does life coaching now. I just talked to our former client. She increased her rate. She charges $900 an hour. People pay for what they value. People invest for results. People want a system and a process. That's why I said earlier, if you're on here and you're watching and you're just like, hunting for the freebie thing, everything that I gave you is gold. You may not recognize that because you're like, your mindset, your thoughts about yourself, about money, about investing and getting help, you don't understand that it's worth paying someone, investing in knowledge so that you become more effective sooner. Because many people that I come across, they're still in the like dollar per hour. There's this old thing, it's this old saying about, this example where like somebody comes into a manufacturing plant and they're like, oh my God, my machine is broken. And I think it's in Think and Grow Rich, but anyhow, and the guy walks right over and is like, tap, tap, tap. That would be $10,000. And they're like, $10,000? You know, it took you like 1 minute, 10 minutes to figure that out. And it's like, it took me 10 minutes to tap, 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 but it took me decades to know exactly where. See, the problem that you all are having is by not owning your wealth, not creating wealth by charging more. The problem is you think that 1 hour you spend with someone is transformational. That's not the truth. The transformation comes with the process you walk people through. That's the value. And you know how to do that because you probably did it yourself. So my goal for you in thinking about these 7 fails that I've had is, how can you not have those same fails? How can you expedite things? How can listening to what I'm saying today support you in collapsing time so that you can have your own big bold life and biz sooner? You can build your own online empire sooner. You can create your own regret-proof life so you never will look back, and whether that's today or tomorrow or 10 years from now, you won't look back and go, oh, if I would have, I should have, I could have, and yet I didn't. To me, that's hell on earth, sisters. Like, that's the truth. Hell on earth. Regret is like the thing I'm most terrified about. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of that. I don't want to die. I love my family, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm terrified of is wasting this opportunity here on earth to live, to, like, there's abundance everywhere. Let me tell you, you making more money is not taking money from anyone. If you think that, that's a problem. That you will never get ahead. I want you to think right now. Ready? I'm just going to do a little money mindset stuff, right? This is unplanned, but here we go. Does everybody want that? Anybody want a little money mindset thinking right here? Right? Anybody want a little, put a comment below. Angela says, you crack me up. Of course I do. I'm right. Eliminate, get your attention, right? Engage, entertain. And okay. What do you want to know about money? Let me see it. What do you want to know about money? What are your money mindset concerns? Hi, Leslie. Hey, Megan. What are your money mindset concerns? Hey, Julia. Nobody has any money mindset? Well, goddamn, you've got me here, right now. Let me tell you what these are some of the biggest money mindset concerns that people have. They think that somehow when they make more money, that they are, that other people are going to judge them. That if they charge more money, people are going to not pay for it. They think that if they have more money, then somehow it's going to take on, too much responsibility. If they have more money, then all of these things. How am I going to succeed? I'm already so tired. And you have a money mindset, or you have a success mindset. You have a limit, you have a cap, you have a ceiling on your own success. And that's how you were conditioned. That's the messages that you received. You must work on changing that. That's the beauty of having your own business. So that's all for today. If you want to have some more conversation around this, I'm going to put my calendar link. And this is what it looks like. If you're someone who's ready to really make a decision that you want to move forward, and you are completely done with scarcity, with the struggle, with not allowing that giant within to come out, if you're ready to have feedback and follow through and have support and have honesty, then let's have a conversation. And this is for you if you're ready. This is not for you if you're just like, I don't know. Like, the clients that I work with are the most amazing women, and they make decisions from where they want to be and not from where they are, right? from where they want to be, not from where they are. Hi, Greta. I don't know why you don't have sound. Are you living your life from where you want to be and stepping in and embodying her? Are you allowing your brain to trick you and to have confirmation bias on why you might fail? So I know you enjoyed those 7 fails, the crying, the gaining weight, the grinding it out. There's a lot. The reality is when you find your rhythm, like, it explodes. When you step into your value and you claim your worth, your business will explode. When you really honor who you are as a woman, your confidence explodes. When you give that to yourself, oh, I wish I could explain that feeling. I wish I could explain to you the moment that you finally see yourself, like I'm sure so many people in your life see you. And that's what I want to help you do. I want to help you see yourself and be that woman that you want to be so that you can have all the time freedom that you possibly want. So enjoy the rest of the day. I'll put my calendar link and I'm looking forward to chatting with some of you. Take care now. Bye.